All right, good afternoon, Milford Spartans fans. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon for another exciting matchup here at Keys Field, where our Milford Spartan baseball team will face off against the Souhegan Sabres. This is the last final home game of the 2020-21 ball year for our Spartans as they run out and take the field. Both teams coming into this game have winning records. Your Spartans now stand at 7-2. And I believe the Souhegan team is 8-2. We'll have to double check that. Well, two teams having a very strong season here. On the mound to start the game, we have senior Brandon Shaw. Brandon did a great job. The last home game here against Hollis Brookline led his team to a shutout victory over the Hollis Brookline Cavaliers 2-0. And around the infield here, behind the plate, we have senior catcher Ben O'Connell. And at the hot corner this afternoon is junior Damian Philbrick. At short, we have senior Nolan and Jemmy. Second baseman is junior Jake Lammy. And first base is senior James Relanti. And in the outfield, we have senior David Sixon in right, sophomore Trace Cody at center, and in left, sophomore Sam Reed. And we're about to get underway here. The leadoff hitter for the Sabres is number 14, Nolan Colby, the shortstop. And here's the pitch from Shaw. That's in there for a strike, strike one. Ball in the dirt. 1-1 the count to Colby. That ball fouled away from Colby. The count's 2-2. Shaw earned the victory on the mound for the Spartans last week against the Cavaliers. He surrendered 0 runs on only 3 hits over 7 innings. He struck out 9 and walked no one during that game. So great job by Shaw. Another pitch fouled away by Colby, the shortstop from Souhegan. Count still at 2-2. Ball in the dirt. Now the count is full to the leadoff hitter, Nolan Colby. And there's a strike looking to the shortstop, Colby. That's 1 down. Shaw is picking up where he left off with the first out of the game today. Up now for the Sabres, Keegan Burke, the second baseman. That's 2 balls now to Keegan Burke. That pitch fouled straight back. 2-1. That's in there for a ball. Here's the pitch. Oh, just missed on the outside edge there. So there's a walk from the right-hander, Shaw, to Keegan Burke. So we have a runner on now for the Sabres.
You ready, Ben?
And this is the number 3 hitter, Collin Burke. Shaw checks the runner over there at first.
Hey, Burke, come on out, kid. There you go, kid.
Come on, Brandon.
Hey, kid. There you go.
Shaw taking a long look over at that runner at first. 2 balls now to Collin Burke. That ball hit to deep right field over the head of the senior Sixon, who can't make a play on it. Gets the ball in. And that'll score a run for the Sabres as Collin Burke hits one to deep right for a triple. Driving in Keegan Burke. Yeah, I got 1 out here at the top of the first. This is Dylan Dufour, the 3rd baseman for the Sabres, up now. So that ball was hit deep to right field over Sixon. The speed of Burke able to get in there. There's another hit to left center field between Cody and Reed. Having a hard time with it. And here comes the throw. And Dufour is in there with a double and driving in the other Burke, Collin Burke, for the 2nd run of the game. That's 2-0 Sabres to start the first. O'Connell out to talk to Shaw. Both of those balls hit well into the outfield. And up now for the Sabres is number 13, Kyan Bagshaw, who is playing first base. Big lead off second. Foul tip into the dirt. The ball is outside, 1-1 to Bagshaw. Dufour with a big lead off second. Just missing there. 2-1.
Hey, Sky. Go, Brandon. Come on. Hey, let's go now, Colin. Let's go, kid.
That ball fouled. We'll even it up here, 2-2 to Bagshaw with 1 out. That ball grounded to the second baseman, Lammy, who fields it, makes the throw to Rolanti at first for the second out. That did advance the runner, Dufour, who's now standing at third, 90 feet away. And this is Nick Wilson, the senior right fielder for the Sabres. That's in there for a strike. Oh, that ball fouled. Wilson's in the hole here now with 2 strikes. Oh, strike 3 swinging. So a big strikeout from Shaw to end the top of the first here. But Souhegan able to get a job done, driving 2 runs in the top half of the first. They're up 2-0 over your Milford Spartans. So the last game against Hollis Brookline, the Spartans managed to rack up 6 hits in that game. Most of the hitting coming from senior Ben O'Connell and junior Jake Lammy. Each had 2 hits against the Cavaliers to lead the Spartans. So hopefully the offense can produce here against the Sabres. On the mound for the Sabres is number 19, Collin Burke. Around the infield here, we have David Reith, the senior, behind the plate. Over at third base, Dylan Dufour. At shortstop, Nolan Colby. Keegan Burke at second base, and Cayenne Bagshaw at first. In the outfield and right, we have Nick Wilson, the senior. Center field, Reese Colby, the senior. And in left field, Will Jocks. Leading things off here for the Spartans. Let me just check here. It looks like we have Trice Cody to lead things off, followed by junior Jake Lammy. And then in the hole, senior Ben O'Connell. I'm sorry, leading things off for your Milford Spartans is Jake Lammy. So Jake Lammy leading things off here. A little change in the lineup from what we've seen in past games. And that ball in there for a strike on the outside. 1-1 now to Lammy. Here's the pitch from Burke. That ball down in the dirt. 2-1 now to the junior Lammy. All right, now it's evened up here now for Lammy. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That ball high. Count is now full to the junior Lammy.
Get on, baby, get on.
Okay, here, Mrs. Lammy cheering on her son here in the crowd at Keys. Oh, that ball. High fly to the second baseman, Burke, the other Burke, who makes the play for the first out here, the bottom of the first inning. This is sophomore Trice Cody, center fielder for the Spartans. It's in there for a strike. Here's the pitch from Collin Burke. Cody's in the hole now with 2 strikes. Two strikes swinging. Cody fouls that one back. That ball's high. Good patience from the sophomore Cody. Spartans looking to get a runner on here, get something going. Another ball to Cody from Burke. 2-2 now. Here's the pitch from Burke. Oh, Cody has worked the count full. What a good at-bat from the sophomore. There's the pitcher, Collin Burke from Souhegan. Shake it off the first sign. And here's the pitch. Oh, that ball hit hard by Cody in the gap between right and center. He's going for 2. And he's going all the way to third. Here's the throw. And he is safe. What a great job by the sophomore, Trace Cody. He's in there with a triple. 90 feet away now. Cody's been having a great season at the plate. And the second triple of the year for Cody. And this is senior Ben O'Connell facing off against Collin Burke. Has a ball into O'Connell. Ball in the dirt. Here comes Cody. He's coming hard home, and he's in there on the pass ball from Burke to the catcher, Reith. And that's a run for the Spartans. Cody not hesitating on that pass ball. That was going to bounce off this backstop and get back to the catcher Reith, but 2 balls now to O'Connell. That pitch fouled away, 2-1. Here's the pitch. 3-1, that ball outside from Burke. Now he's on as Burke walks the senior catcher O'Connell. 1 out here, the bottom of the 1st inning. And this is senior Brandon Shaw. We got a big crowd here at Keys Field. A lot of fans enjoying the final home game. The weather is perfect. A little bit of a breeze, but Andy's blocking the breeze for me. All right, here's the senior, Brandon Shaw, who started the game on the mound for the Spartans. And O'Connell's going to second. And he's safe. That was close. A lot throw off line from Reith. A little close for comfort. A lot of dust out there at second. As the dust settles, O'Connell is still standing at second. O'Connell's got the attention of Burke out there. Ball 2 to Brandon Shaw. So runner at second here for Brandon Shaw, the senior. Oh, big swing and a miss there from Brandon. 2-1 the count. Sorry, 3-1 the count with 1 out. Another big swing. Okay, the scoreboard says 3 balls. Am I reading that right? I think the ump just said 2-2. That ball fouled back. 2-2 from the ump. O'Connell's got a good lead off second. Here's the pitch to Shaw. That's high. Now we've got a full count. Brandon's had a good at bat here. That ball's outside, ball 4. That's 2 back-to-back walks from Collin Burke. And we have timeout here on the field as Nick Wilson Sr. goes out to check on his pitcher. So Nolan and Jemmy, the senior shortstop, will be stepping in. After Nolan, we're looking to see on deck here Damian Philbrick. So back-to-back walks here, runners at first and second for the Spartans. Got something cooking here, 2-1, the score here at Keys Field. That ball is high to the senior in Jemmy. Strike 1-1 Runners off at the bases here with 1 out. Well, it's ball inside, 2-1 to Njemi. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. 2-2 to Njemi. Here's the pitch. That's a ball. They appeal to the base umpire. No swing, the call. So we got a full count here to senior Njemi. Ball 4. That ball high. Yeah, that's 3 walks now from Burke. He's throwing strikes, just can't get that 3rd strike right now. So it's bases loaded here. O'Connell at 3rd, Shaw at 2nd, and Njemi at 1st. Seniors fill the infield here for the Spartans as the junior, Damian Philbrick, steps up now with 1 out. That ball outside. Bases loaded here at Keys Field. Here's the pitch from Burke. Oh, that ball fouled back into the woods. One and one, the count to Philbrick with 1 out here. That ball sky high to shallow left field. And infield fly rule called. There's 2 down. And this is senior Holden Burton-Sini, who is DHing this game. Bases loaded for the senior with 2 outs. We got a score here, 2-1, Souhegan on top. Holden looking to do a job here. Leaves that one up high for ball 1. Oh, swing and strike. A little late on that pitch. 1-1 now to Holden. And that's strike 2. Here's the pitch from Burke. And 3 swinging strikes to Burton-Sini. Retires the side. Spartans leave the bases loaded, but they did get a run. Souhegan Sabres are up 2-1 as we go into the 2nd inning. Shaw will resume his duties on the mound for the Spartans. He has 2 strikeouts. He has allowed 2 runs with 2 hits. And due up for the Sabres, we have left fielder Will Jocks, the catcher senior David Reith, and the senior center fielder Reese Colby. All due up the top of the 2nd here.
Come on, guys, here we go. Come on, let's go. Start it up. Come on, boys. Go. Send it back.
Let's go now. Let's see the video power.
So I don't know, game time 10. It's getting warm out. Wouldn't you say, Andy? I'm feeling the sun. A little cold to start the day today, but it's warming up nicely. The Spartans will travel to Souhegan High School this Friday for their away matchup against the Sabres, which will be their final game of the regular season. The playoff schedule has been set. The Spartans have earned a first-round bye. They will face off against the winners of the first-round matchup between Pelham and Hollis Brookline. So we'll wait to see. That game is scheduled for June 3rd. And here's senior Brandon Shaw to Will Jocks. Is in there for a strike now, 1-1 to Jocks, the left fielder for the Sabres. That ball grounded right back to the pitcher Shaw, who makes a play over to Rolanti at first. And there's one down here at the top of the second inning. Here's David Reith, the senior catcher. Takes a strike on the outside edge from Shaw. That ball fouled back. 2 strikes now to Reith. That ball hit right up the middle, and that's a base hit for the senior David Reith, who's aboard now with 1 out. And this is the number 9 hitter for Souhegan, Reese Colby. Looks like we got a pinch runner for Reith, the senior. That's number 11, Riley Carr. There's a bunt and a throw from O'Connell. He's safe. Riley Carr with the steal. That's a strike, though. That bunt attempt, a strike to Reese Colby. Two strikes now to Carr. I'm sorry, 2 strikes now to Reese Colby. Carr's off second with a pretty substantial lead. Here's the pitch. Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Reese Colby, the senior center fielder. That ball poked over the head of the second baseman, Lammy. Oh, misplayed by Sixon, the right fielder. Off his foot. And Reese Colby is standing at second base now. Driving in Will Jacques, sorry, the pinch runner, Riley Carr. This is the top of the order now for the Sabres. This is number 14, Nolan Colby, the shortstop, with one out here. They're squaring the bunt here. He's strike. Squared the bunt, then pulled back, then squared the bunt again. One and one. Oh, that ball hit foul, and Philbrick running to try to make a play, but it is out of his reach. 2 strikes now to Nolan Colby. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Souhegan up now 3-1 on the Spartans. That ball hit right to the short side, and Jemmy couldn't play it. Shielded by the runner there. And that ball in the outfield again, and Nolan Colby's at second, scoring Reese Colby for the 4th run. Souhegan is now up 4-1. We had a conference on the mound here between O'Connell and Shaw. I'm sure the senior captain is helping his pitcher work through those last 2 hits from Souhegan. And this is Keegan Burke, the second baseman for the Sabres, who steps in with 1 down. Oh, that ball played right down the third base line. Damian looks, the runner back, makes the play to 1. That did move the runner over. 2 down here. This is Dylan Dufour, the number 4 hitter for the Sabres. I'm sorry, this is Collin Burke, number 19, the number 3 hitter for the Sabres. That ball in there for a strike from Shaw. Oh, swing and a miss. Two strikes to Collin Burke. Here's the pitch from Shaw. Oh, that ball absolutely roped to left field. And Colin drives in another run for the Souhegan Sabres. It's now 5-1. As Coach Todd Robichaux makes his way out to the mound to talk to Mr. Brandon Shaw. So Brandon has got a couple strikeouts here. That is the 6th hit for the Sabres. Looks like he's going to stick with his senior righty here. This faces off against the number 4 hitter for Souhegan, Dufour. Oh, that ball dribbled down third, foul ball. I think we got some softball action over there as well this afternoon. And the Spartans are facing off against the Souhegan softball team. Something's going on over there, a little cheering. Colin looks the runner back first. Dylan Dufour, the batter here. Here's the pitch from Shaw. Oh, that ball hit to center field. And Cody makes the play. Nice job of the sophomore Trace Cody to track that down. Souhegan adds to their lead, now up 5-1 over your Milford Spartans. Due up on the bottom of the second here for the Spartans, we're going to see senior James Rolanti and senior David Sixon. And then back to the top of the order, junior Jake Lammy to lead things off here for your Milford Spartans. And it looks like Collin Burke is back on the mound for the Sabres. Colin has collected 1 strikeout. He's allowed 1 hit, 1 run. Walked 3 in the first inning. Walked the meat of the Spartans lineup. All right, here is senior James Rolanti, first baseman for the Spartans. Here's the pitch. That pitch in there for a strike to the senior Rolanti, down quickly 0-2. Here's the pitch from Burke. And down goes Rolanti. 3 pitches. Strikeout now. We have 1 down for the Spartans. This is David Sixon, the number 9 hitter, who is playing right field this afternoon for the Spartans. That ball high from Burke. One ball, 1 strike here to David. He fouls that one back. There's the pitch from Burke. Oh, that one fouled back. One ball, 2 strikes here to senior David Sixon. Oh, that ball got away from him. 2-2 to David. Here's the pitch from Burke. Oh. And that's the second out, strikeout to David Sixon. We're at the top of the order here for the Spartans. This is junior Jake Lammy. Jake flied out his first at bat. One ball to Lammy. Another ball from Burke. Three and 0 to Lammy. There are 4 straight pitches, and that's a walk. And up now for the Spartans is sophomore Trice Cody, center fielder. Hit a triple his last at bat here for the Spartans. And scored the only run so far on the pass ball. The runner goes, Lammy goes. And he's in there. Good throw from the senior catcher, Reith. Sure the tag was made. But as the dust settles out there around second, Lammy's still standing. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ooh, that one fouled back. Out of play, 1 ball, 2 strikes to the sophomore Trice Cody. With 2 outs here at the bottom of the second. Another one, same swing, same result from Trice. 1 ball, 2 strikes still. Oh, Cody goes down swinging. Leaving Lammy at second. And the strikeout to end the inning for just checking here. So that is 4 strikeouts from Burke. So no hits that inning for the Spartans. We did have a couple walks, or a walk to Lammy. And this is Brandon Shaw, the senior of the Spartans, who's back on the mound. Due up for the Sabres is Kyan Bagshaw, Nick Wilson, and Will Jakes.
always early. Jake, first one your way, Jake. First one your way.
So this is Cayenne Bagshaw, the first baseman for the Sabres. He grounds that one to Lammy. The second baseman makes a play for the first out here, the top of the third. So one down. And here is Nick Wilson, senior, right fielder. Ball in the dirt.
Let's go now, Cheers. Let's go, kid. Let's go, Nicky.
Oh, that ball right to Lammy again. Keeping the second baseman, Jake Lammy, busy over there. That's two down now.
Let's go now, Susan.
Making sure he's awake out there. This is Will Jocks, the left fielder.
Let's go now, Will.
Fouls that one off, one strike.
Hey, Will.
Swing and a miss, two strikes now to Jocks, the left fielder. One ball, two strikes to Jocks. That ball hit to left field, fielded by Reed. So Jocks is aboard now with two outs. And David Reith, the senior, he had to hit his last at bat. Strike to David Reith. O'Connell throws back to the runner at first. An overthrow back to Shaw. One strike. David fouls that one off. Two strikes to Reith, the senior catcher for Souhegan. Jocks, the runner at first. Jocks is going. Here's that's strike three. A strikeout to inning from Brandon Shaw. He now has three in the game. No damage done that inning, so the score still stands 5-1 Sabres, as the Spartans look to chip away at that lead here at the bottom of the third. 7 total hits now for the Sabres. And due up for Milford, we're going to see Ben O'Connell leading things off here, followed by Brandon Shaw and Nolan and Jemmy. So 3 seniors in a row here. Collin Burke is back on the mound for the Sabres. He has allowed just 1 hit, 4 walks and 4 strikeouts here through 2 innings of work, starting the 3rd here. And here we go. Bottom of the 3rd here. Ben O'Connell to lead things off at the bottom of the 3rd for the Spartans. Here's the pitch. Oh, that one hit way up and foul. 1 strike. That ball high. 1-1 now, the count to Ben. Oh, that ball hit a mile high. Shortstop coming over to make the play for the first out. One down now for the Spartans, and Brandon Shaw, the pitcher, steps in against the pitcher for Souhegan, Collin Burke. Brandon walked last inning, or his last at bat rather, and that's in there for a strike. And that ball fouled back. 2 strikes now to the senior Shaw. One ball, 2 strikes to Shaw. And that ball fouled back in the woods. Still 2 strikes on Shaw. Here's the pitch from Burke. Oh, a curveball in there for strike 3. Two down now here at the bottom of the 3rd as Nolan and Jemmy, the senior, steps in against Collin Burke for the Sabres. One ball, 1 strike to Nolan. Oh, that's a foul ball from Njemi. 2 strikes now to Nolan with 2 outs here. Oh, I'm feeling the heat now. Andy needs to shift over a little bit, block the sun and the wind from me. All right, we got 1 ball, 2 strikes to Njemi with 2 outs. Yeah, swing and a miss to end the 3rd inning here. Spartans unable to do anything offensively that inning. The score still is 5-1. Souhegan Sabres on top. Oh, super. Super duper. All right, looks like defensively things stay the same here for the Spartans. And look who we have here. I'm so fortunate. Surprise, surprise, our interim superintendent, Mrs. Michaud, is here to watch a little Spartans baseball. You want to join me on the headset, Mrs. Michaud? Thanks for coming. You just put that around your, and you talk into the, there you go. You're live here. Well, not live.
Look
well,
at me
we're
getting all fancy
we're
here
on
with the headset.
Granite Town Media.
Hey, everybody.
Well, thanks for taking some time out to join us here for
I'm so glad to be here.
Spartan baseball. We're down right now, 5-1.
That's
the
all right.
Sabres are on top.
It's still early, right?
Still early. We're just starting the 4th inning here
Awesome.
at Keys Field.
What a beautiful field this is, too.
Beautiful field owned by the town, and
Love
the
it.
town and the district work together to maintain the field for the baseball season. There's a bunt from number 10, Reese Colby. Oh, and he's out.
Oh, wow. Nice
a lot
job.
of speed there from Reese, the senior. So I'm glad you could join us. You're a baseball fan.
I'm a big baseball fan, big baseball family. I've got a senior myself on the varsity baseball team.
And he plays over there in Pinkerton, right?
He does, yeah. He had his senior night last night.
Well, that's great. We had ours early on in the season here for the Spartans. And Tyler is his name.
Tyler is my son's name, yes.
And we won't be facing off against Pinkerton.
No, different division, right?
Different
Mr. O'Connell?
division,
Yeah, I
that's
think
right. So the Spartans are D2. But how are those Pinkerton Astros doing this year?
They've got a great record. Looking like they're heading into the playoffs and really good standing next week.
That's great.
Yeah, really exciting. My son's a shortstop.
Yeah.
Love watching him play.
So that's a ball from Shaw here, 1-1 the count. And that ball is roped deep to left field. And Sam Reed, the sophomore, makes the catch. So I imagine you're torn between the Astros, and now you're a Spartans fan, of course, right?
That's right. That's right. Certainly am. Rooting for them all.
Well, I'm glad they're putting together a good season over there.
Tell me about our record here.
Well, the
How we
Spartans, they're doing well this season. They are 7-2.
Nice.
This is their last home game of the season.
Okay.
So they have this home game against Souhegan.
Oh, I feel great to be able to be here to see them play today.
Yeah, and a lot of these, this is their last home game for the seniors. But they will travel to Souhegan on Friday to face off against the Sabres at an away game. And that'll be it for their baseball season. As you know, we've had a little shortened season this year because of the pandemic. And,
That's right.
you know.
I love the fact that everybody's made the best of it, though, right?
Yep.
Been out here, kids been playing.
We're
Super.
very fortunate. We got it a 12-game season in this year. And that's a strike from Shaw to... This is Keegan Burke,
Nice pitch.
the second baseman, count 0-2. So hopefully we'll get back on track next year with all the Spartan athletics, maybe full seasons, full schedule for
Yeah.
all the different programs.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's our hope, right? Let's get back as close as we can to normal. And any of those kiddos that are looking to play Milford athletics, get involved.
There's a ball outside now. Count 1 and 2 to Keegan Burke. Shaw looking to end things here in the 4th. Oh, that ball hit hard.
Yep.
Right to center fielder Trice
hit.
Cody. The Sabres have a runner aboard here with 2 outs in the 4th. So how's things going your first month on the job?
Oh, you know what? I'm loving it. I feel honored and so privileged to be leading the Milford School District. It is busy, I'll tell you that much right now, though. Busy, often, you know, end of year is so busy, right? Lots of hiring, planning for our end of year events, summer committees, and, you know, this year especially, we've got, you know, a lot of thoughts and preparations, planning, going into ensuring that we can get back to school in the fall with as much normalcy as we possibly can. So.
Runner goes. Base hit for, that was Collin Burke, the pitcher. Now we got runners in the corners. So yeah, it has been busy. I can attest to that. It's been busy. I kind of think, you know, it's been, with the return of students, it's been like the beginning of the school year, all rolled in with the end of the school year at the same time. So we have the excitement of everyone coming back and full in, and then coupled with, we're going to be ending our school year shortly and transitioning to another school year. So a lot going on.
A lot going on, but, you know, so much on the horizon to look forward to. I'm excited. I am. Ooh.
That ball outside from Shaw, and this is the number 4 hitter for Souhegan, Dylan Dufour. We got runners here at the corners for the Sabres with 2 outs. And ball outside. So the baseball season has been really strong for our Spartans. All the teams going. We have the softball team going on over there. They're playing against the Souhegan team.
I see that. That's great.
That ball is hit hard between first and second, and that'll bring in a run for the Sabres. Nice at bat from Dylan Dufour. And that brings in the 6th run now, 6-1. Sabres are up. And Cayenne Bagshaw, the first baseman, steps in for the Sabres. O'Connell out to talk to his pitcher, Shaw. That's my son out there, by the way,
That's right. That's Ben, right?
That is Ben, a senior. He's behind the plate for the Spartans this season.
Good for him. That's great. Nice little pep talk out there at the mound. I like that.
Two outs now here for Cayenne Bagshaw. There's a ball from Brandon Shaw.
Has your Ben and my Tyler perhaps played against each other before?
I think
I want to say they're familiar with each other.
Yep, I believe they have played. We should have done like maybe a little gentlemanly, ladily like bet to see whose team was. We can't do that because they're in different divisions now.
That's true. That's true. Maybe summer ball.
Maybe. All right, well, we got 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bagshaw here. Well, it's a nice day for baseball. Glad you can get out and down here to Keys Field and take in some Spartan baseball.
Well, I'm so glad to be here. We've had some great weather, haven't we?
We have.
In the month of May? My gosh, I love it.
The season got off to a slow start. We had a snow delay that first week of the season. There was a little bit of snow. We had to travel Conval was coming to Milford. Oh, Shaw steps off, and he's got the runner trapped here.
Oh. There we go. There you go with the tag.
Oh,
No,
tag was
no
off.
tag? Oh,
No
wow.
tag. Well, and the runner third comes home. Well, that was unfortunate.
It certainly was. My eyes saw a tag, maybe not.
From this angle over here, we're going to say it was a tough angle. The umpire had a better angle than us, right?
All right.
But I agree with you. It looked like he tagged him. So, but we now have a run in. It's now 7-1 Sabres. And Cayenne Bagshaw is looking to drive in another one here as Burke steps off second. Oh, but Shaw gets a job done here and ends the inning here with a strikeout.
That's some nice pitching there.
Brandon's had a good season. He's done some great pitching for the Spartans this year. He did a great job last game against Hollis Brookline and held that team to no runs. Had a lot of strikeouts.
Do we have some seniors moving on to play college ball?
Well, Ben is going to Husson. I think you knew he's going to play up there in Bangor for the Eagles. He's pretty excited about that. Brandon and Nolan. So Brandon, who you just saw there on the mound, is going to play. He's hoping to play down St. Petersburg.
Okay. Yep.
And Nolan and Jemmy is planning on traveling with him. Both of them are going to try out for the team. That's what I understand. So
Very nice.
we hope that they can continue to
Great
play
success.
ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so those players are seniors here. We also have David Sixon, who's a senior. He'll be attending Purdue. And then Holden Burton-Sini, who is a senior this year, will be attending University of Lowell.
Fantastic.
And James Rolanti, the first baseman for the Spartans, is going to Assumption College. So
It always amazes me the skills that the players build while playing athletics that take them, through their time in school. For many of them, taking those skills, fine-tuning them further in the college years, but some of these skills that they are learning are just invaluable to the rest of their lives, which is just so impressive to me.
absolutely. I know for my own son, perseverance, work ethic has been something that he's learned while playing the game of baseball. Things didn't always come easy for him, so he had to work at his skills, and I think that sends a real strong message to, you learn a lot from your teammates, you learn a lot from the game. Baseball is one of the more difficult games kids learn to play, and it requires a lot of patience, perseverance, and hard work.
That's for sure.
So, the athletic program, we have a lot of high hopes for athletics for next year for the Spartans, and more students having the opportunity to play at that high school level. This is junior Damian Philbrick. And he fouls one back here. Damian is third baseman for the Spartans.
All right, 1-6, you got it.
Damian quickly down here, 2 strikes. And this is still, we've had a defensive change here on the mound for the Sabres. This is Dylan Dufour, who's taken over pitching for Collin Burke. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Philbrick. That ball.
There you go.
Grounded back to the pitcher, Dufour, for the first out here. So this is one of our seniors here, Holden Burton-Sini, whose family is right behind me.
All right.
There's the Burton-Seton family.
Hi there, everybody. How you doing?
So Holden is going to attend the University of Lowell.
Nice. What position does Holden play?
Right now he's designated hitter.
Nice.
So they have a designated hitter spot. Here's the pitch from Dufour. That ball low. So Coach Todd Robichaud has done a great job this season. He's the head coach over there for the Spartans.
That's what I hear.
Yeah. Oh, that ball hit right to the shortstop who bobbles it.
Oh,
Bertancini with some
right.
speed. There's a board now with one out here. And up now for the Spartans is first baseman who's taking over first base for James Rolante. This is Nick Conforti, the sophomore. That ball from Dufour is high and out of the zone. I don't know the score of the softball game, but there's been a lot of action over there, a lot of cheering.
Okay, all right, good. Some celebrating. Hopefully that celebration's coming on the blue side.
Hopefully, I couldn't tell. I can't tell the difference between if it's Spartan cheering or Sabre cheering, but there was some cheering.
Okay.
Swing and a miss from Conforti. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looks over to Robichaud for the sign.
Come on, 1-7, you got it.
And here's the pitch from Dufour. Ball low in the zone, 2-2. That ball is just out of play. Bagshaw looks to make a catch, runs over. Almost. But Conforti is still alive now. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
When do playoffs begin for our kids?
We have our first playoff game scheduled for June 3rd, and we don't know yet who they'll be playing against in that game. The Spartans have a first-round bye, the way it worked out, and they'll have to wait to see who wins the first-round game between Pelham and Hollis Brookline.
Right. Makes me proud, like that.
All right, gets the sign from Coach Robichaud. 2-2 now to Conforti, with Bertancini with a lead off of first. Dufour looks the runner back with a throw over to Bagshaw. Spartans love that. A little cheering from the dugout. Oh. Big swing and a miss from Conforti. That's 2 outs now. They fooled him on that pitch.
Is that a curveball? Did we see
I think it was some type of breaking ball. I think it was a curveball.
All right, come on, 5.
This is David Sixton, another senior.
Nice.
For the Spartans. The right fielder. Oh, he hits one to the shortstop. Burke, who makes the play. And that's the end of the 4th inning. No damage done there. And the Sabres is still up 7-1. So we got lacrosse going on this spring for the Spartans as well.
Nice.
Boys and girls lacrosse. We've got the track and field season.
Do we have many multi-sport athletes?
I believe so. I think there's a list. I saw some photos of some of our seniors the other day that play multiple sports. I can tell you on this team, Holden, who you saw there, plays basketball and baseball. And David, the last batter up there, plays multiple sports. He was baseball. I think actually baseball and basketball for both of them. Holden also plays golf in the fall. So
Positional changes with a new pitcher. Okay?
And on the mound now for the Spartans is junior Jake Lammy. Shaw resumes duties at shortstop. And Cody comes in from center and takes over at second base. Conforti now at first. And it's a little bit of a shift going on here too. We got Ingemi in left and Reed over at center field. So some defensive changes for the Spartans. This is my last game on the headset, so I'm glad you could join me for this.
Well, thanks for the invitation to come over.
That may not be the case. I might be able to do the playoffs. We're going to clear that with Granite Town Media.
Okay. All right, good.
We'll
good.
see.
Let me know what that schedule looks like. Well, come on over and cheer on our kiddos.
Yeah, we love it. The more the merrier.
Can never get enough of baseball, right?
Do you know who the Astros are playing in their first round yet? Is that something you're aware of, who they're matched up against?
That's a really good question. I think I might have heard something about Timberlane.
Timberlane.
Maybe,
Oh, that'll be a good matchup. Yeah. I think most of the
Don't
playoffs
quote
are.
me on that. Mom doesn't know half as much as Dad does. So.
Well, most of the playoffs pools are arranged regionally
Yes.
this year, so that would make sense. You know, Timberlane being right there. That's a ball, and this is number 22, the senior Nick Wilson, at the plate as we start the 5th inning. Time running out here for the Spartans, down 7-1. In there for strike 2. Look good. I have to try to be impartial here. It's so hard, though. It is hard. 2-2 to Wilson.
I don't have to be right.
And that one's fouled back. So we got a pretty good crowd here. Last home game for the Spartans. The weather's nice. That helps with the crowd. Man, the senior goes down swinging for the first out.
So Memorial Day weekend's usually pretty big for tournaments. I can't imagine there's many tournaments going on right now during the pandemic, but have you heard of anything?
As far as, I think there might be some AAU tournaments and things like that happen over Memorial Day weekend. I think for the most part, well, I know that the Spartans don't have anything going on for the long weekend.
All right.
They'll need the rest for the playoffs.
Yes, they will.
And that grounded back to the pitcher, Lammy, who fields it over to Conforti. And that was number 26, Will Jocks, grounded out to Lammy for the second out here. So we get 2 outs here quickly. And
Good work, Spartans.
Yeah, and this is David Reith, the senior catcher. They talk about how the lessons that kids learn when they have the opportunity to play, you know, on a team sport in the athletic programs in the Milford High School and Milford Middle School. There's a lot of our teaching staff that, you know, does the coaching for these programs.
It's fantastic. Familiar faces, you know. Teachers have such great rapport relationships with kids in the classroom. Bringing that out to the field is great. I'd like to see that.
So not only do they do a good job in the classroom teaching them, you know, the reading, writing, arithmetic, but also a little bit about the game, developing character.
Some great leadership skills. Right?
Leadership skills. Yeah. So Todd here, Mr. Robichaux, is a paraprofessional here in the Milford School District. And that ball is hit to right field. Sixton comes in and, oh, couldn't quite make the play on Reith.
Yeah, that ball was hit hard.
Yeah.
Nice job.
We also have in the dugout assistant coaching for the Spartans is Steve Doty,
Okay.
middle school teacher.
Okay, yeah.
And then
It's
Mr.
familiar to
Jackson,
me over there. Yeah.
who is the bookkeeper statistician. He's a former teacher for the Milford School District, former math teacher. He's retired,
Okay. All right.
but he is a stickler for the numbers. He provides me with the lineup every game and gives us some stats on the team. So
What a nice way to stay involved.
yeah, he loves it.
It's fantastic.
This is Reese Colby, and the count is 1-on-1 to the senior here, with David Reith with the lead off of first. And strike two from junior Jake Lammy. Checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch. And strike three. Oh, sorry, I got it wrong. It's 2-2. I'm looking at the scoreboard. It's 2-2 to Reese Colby. I thought that was strike three. And the runner goes, and that's strike three. We're going to switch things up here now in the middle of the fifth inning.
Some new pitching coming in.
Well, something's going on. He's talking to the umpire about some changes. This is a nice local rivalry between these two teams.
Yeah.
No, is it-
Long-standing rivalry.
Yeah, I think, you know, in years past, they were one team, and it was Milford Area Senior High, the
Okay,
old
yep.
MASH days. So now Souhegan went its own way. They had been in separate divisions for a while, but, you know, over the years, they now play each other in almost all athletics. So it's always good to have a local rivalry. They're a great team. Great program over there at Souhegan.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Yeah, so we
So
have.
they were the same division, and then
I think for a while Milford stayed in D1, and Souhegan, when they first opened their high school, was D2,
Okay,
and
all
were
right.
in separate divisions. But Milford has moved down, and now they're both in Division 2. If I have my history right,
okay.
but they were, you know, back until Souhegan built its own high school for Amherst Mount Vernon, were one senior high school.
I see. Okay.
The MASH, Milford Area Senior High. And so that they were D1. And we have another, that's still Dufour on the mound. This is Jake Lammy to lead things off here at the bottom of the fifth for the Spartans. Jake takes ball one. Yeah, one foul back.
Send it down to
1-on-1.
Ball two. Counts 2-1 to the junior Lammy. And there's a swing from Jake. 2-2 now, the count to Lammy. Dufour's had one strikeout in the game so far. An appeal to the base umpire. He didn't go. Counts now full to Lammy. That ball's in the dirt.
There you go. Take
And
the
we got a
base.
runner here for the Spartans here to start the bottom of the 5th. And this is sophomore Trice Cody. And Dufour checks a runner at first. Lammy's aboard with the walk. That pitch fouled off by Cody. Do you see the new skate park they put in out there?
I wasn't paying attention to that, but now I am.
And you're just zooming around out there in left field.
Check that out. That's fairly new.
Fairly new.
Yeah.
They did some improvements on the park. They added, this section over here. I think you call it a ramp.
Okay. Yeah.
But you see a lot of the local kids enjoying that. There's another pitch foul by Cody. What are your thoughts on the skateboard team for the Spartans? What do you think about that?
Hey, if there's interest, right? I love the idea of kids being active, staying involved. I love it. So I see some scooters.
There's some
I
scooters.
see some bikes.
Bikes, yeah.
I see some skateboards. So my
Anything
son's
with
into,
wheels, right?
Yeah, my son's into longboarding.
Oh.
So it's really an extended skateboard, right?
Right.
He's all over the neighborhood with that, with his friends. That seemed fairly new to me. I hadn't heard of a longboard prior.
Did you give the longboard a try?
No, do you remember I had a broken shoulder bone
I
from
do remember that, yeah.
from trying my hand at skiing after
Oh, that's a
30
ground
some
ball
odd
to the
years
second
this winter.
baseman. They get the runner at second, Lammy,
Yeah,
but Cody's safe at first.
It's best for me to stay on level ground.
I do remember that.
Yep.
Everything's healed up nicely.
Yeah.
You're going to go back
Yeah.
at it next winter, though, right? And here is senior Ben O'Connell, by the way, who steps out.
There he is. There's your boy.
Cody. Oh. One out here in the bottom of the 5th with Cody aboard, with Lammy thrown out at second. Cody goes, and that pitch foul back into the woods. Ben takes a sign from Coach Todd Robichaux. One strike here. That ball high from Dufour. So longboarding. I've not tried it myself, but maybe he can come over. You can come over the ramp with his longboard and try it out here at
Come
Keys
on
Park.
Out, see Mom before you go off to college.
That ball topped and flied out to the second baseman for the second out.
Good try, 8.
I think Ben would like to have that one back. And this brings up senior Brandon Shaw. And the runner, Cody's still at first with 2 outs here. Each player has a walk-up song played by their teammates in the dugout.
That's great.
If you could have a walk-up song, Mrs. Michaud, what would your walk-up song be? Something that would invigorate you, maybe inspire you. I don't want to put you on the spot. You might need to.
I might need to think about that one.
Get back to me on that. And it's 2 strikes now to Shaw. A ball in the dirt, and Cody will go to second. So running now in scoring position for the Spartans. I've been listening to a lot of Frank Sinatra. I don't know why.
Have you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's on my playlist. So I might go with that. It's a high fly from the senior Shaw. And that's it for the Spartans here at the bottom of the 5th. We're going into the 6th inning. Sabres still up 7-1.
Good work, boys.
Yeah, I don't know what Frank Sinatra song I would choose, but maybe Fly
That was
Me
going
to
to be
the
my next
Moon.
question. Are
I
you
don't know.
inspired by
I just
Frank Sinatra music?
I watched a documentary. I think it was on Netflix a while ago, and I added a couple songs to the playlist, and I enjoy listening.
Nice.
It's kind of a soothing, relaxing
Yeah.
voice.
Need that.
So things stay the same here defensively for the Spartans. Oh, no, I think we have, no, everything is staying the same. So I'm just checking numbers, and we have Philbrick at third. Shaw has moved from the mound over to short. Cody at second, Conforti at first. Sixon still in right field. Reed in center, and Jemmy in left. O'Connell behind the plate, and Lammy has resumed pitching responsibilities and duties on the mound for the Spartans here at the top of the 6th inning. Now, I don't know if you have other things you need to do tonight. You want to stay for the whole game? We're getting things wrapped up here.
Yeah, this is great. No, I'm enjoying this.
Good, I'm glad. No school board meetings tonight.
No board meetings tonight, no.
That's good. Well, not good, but, you know, that takes time away from, you know, other things, and I'm sure you enjoy your time at home and with family. And here's the pitch from Lammy.
Yeah, it was nice to get away a little bit last night, go see Pinkerton's senior game.
So what kind of ceremonies did they have for the seniors? Did you?
So they have, let's see, they have 5 seniors. So we put up their jerseys on the fence.
Very nice.
That was nice. And Coach spoke about each of those 5 players.
Great.
The players had some nice flowers for their mom, and so I got to go out there and get my picture taken with my son. Loved it. It's great.
2-1 now, the count.
Went home and listened to those Kelsey speeches, our high school students.
Oh, are you in the judging?
I wasn't judging. I
No.
was just there to listen to the powerful speeches. It was unbelievable. Just how articulate and relevant their topics were, right? Just, I was
Now, are those available
pleased
for
to be
anyone
there.
to watch now? Or they, do you know if they're?
So Ms. Schenkel was doing a recording for each of the individual speeches. So I'm not sure what happens with those. I would imagine they're shared with the individual students.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Which one did you enjoy the most? Can you share that with me, or?
You know what? I mean, they're just so diverse in the topics that they speak about. There was everything from, you know, proposals for why no homework at the high school level, you know, would be a good idea. Some great, you know, these kids, they do the
Convincing?
You know, the thing is, they do the research before, you know, they deliver their speeches.
Sure.
And they've got some great ideas backed by research.
Well, I know my own son's very passionate about that,
Okay,
about that
homework at
particular
the high
topic.
school,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's been a controversial topic in education for years.
Yeah.
The value of homework.
Oh, drop third strike. Oh, ball overthrown.
Nice backup choice.
Well, that's unfortunate for the Spartans. Now they have a runner aboard, and that was number 2, Keegan Burke. So we do have one down here, though, with a strikeout from Lammy to retire Nolan Colby. And we have a runner here for Colin. I'm sorry, they have some changes here. This is, gotta get the jersey number. You see that number? The batter? Number 11.
Yep.
Riley Carr in for Collin Burke, pinch hitting. Runner goes, and that's fouled back. Still thinking of your walk-up song?
There's a song like "Do the Work."
Do the work.
Work, something like that.
Yeah,
I don't
there's
know.
a couple men at work, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I'll think of one for you. We'll work. I'll work on that. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Riley Carr, and with a runner at first and one down here. There's the runners going. It's getting warm out. It was cool this morning. Tomorrow they're saying 90s, which is the first time this season, right? 92 is the high.
Seems a bit unusual for May weather, huh?
Oh, get under it. Yeah, a little early for 90.
Yeah.
No, you like that? You like that?
Yeah, absolutely. You have such short summers, right, in New Hampshire? So
Yeah, I
if
think
we can start early in May, I'm not going to complain.
Well, it makes it special, I think, when it's short. Like when you have good, weather in the summer, it makes it special. It's something we all look forward to in New England, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a ball to Dufour.
Once that heat starts getting into our buildings, though, I'll say it's hard to keep kids motivated.
The runner's going again. Riley Carr's off. Here's the throw from O'Connell. Oh, he's in there, still standing. The dust settles, and Riley Carr is in there with a stolen base.
Yeah, we don't want it to get hot too soon in the schools.
No.
Kids wearing masks and things, we don't want them to be uncomfortable.
That ball outside from Lammy. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Dufour, who's done a great job on the mound for the Sabres. Count is now full to Dylan Dufour.
Ben does a great job stopping the ball there.
He's working hard back there. That ball's foul. This is a good at bat from Dylan Dufour. Full count, 2 outs here. Runner at second for the Sabres. There's the runners going, and that ball hit to center field over the head of Reed. And that'll score the 8th run for the Sabres. Dylan Dufour knocks in Riley Carr. Sorry, that was not Riley. That was Keegan Burke. So I gotta get all these numbers and names straight.
You do a great
I
job.
got my little
up
cheat sheet here to help me.
I'm impressed, Mr. O'Connell. Nice job.
And that's in there for a strike from Jake Lammy. And this is Brandon Dufour. Not Dylan Dufour, but Brandon. The ball's in the dirt. Swinging strike 2. Ooh, that's in the parking lot. And off the tire of a silver CRV. No windshield.
Better attire.
Yep.
Way to hit it. Way to make contact.
Still 2 strikes on Dufour here. And swing a strike.
Nice and easy.
And there's the 3rd out here. And we're going to switch things up in the middle of the 6th inning. So it's pretty special that we have our friends from Granite Media this season. They've been at almost every spring varsity game, right, Andy?
Oh, that's great. Yeah, thanks for doing this for our families and our players. It's great.
So they've been bringing some action, softball, lacrosse, some tennis matches as well. So people who can't make it out to the game can watch from home, either for safety purposes or convenience purposes. They can watch Spartan Athletics and Channel 21, Channel 20 and Channel 21 and 22, and the HD Channel 1071. You can tune in and watch some of our Spartans face off and their various athletic programs. You can also go on to the Granite Town Media Facebook page where these games are posted, and you can watch some of that action over and over and over again if you'd like. And if you miss the game, Mrs. Michaud, you can
always tune in later,
right? I know you're busy with senior nights and school board meetings, but you can tune in to Granite Town Media and watch our Milford Spartans.
Coming down.
That's fantastic. I like that flexibility, convenience for our families.
Yeah, that's great. I think it's a nice special service that Granite Town Media does for our community. Of course, they do a lot for our district already.
Absolutely.
And broadcasting,
yes,
you know, the school board meetings, district meeting, to keep everyone informed what's going on in the Milford schools.
Great partners.
So this is senior Nolan and Jemmy as we start the bottom of the 6th here. Spartans looking to rally here, down 8-1. Nolan looking to get things going here.
Come on, 9.
Yeah. 1-2 now, the count to in Jemmy. Foul tip. And then Jemmy goes down swinging for the first out here. We got someone warming up in the Spartans bullpen now. I believe that's sophomore Trice Cody. As Damian Philbrick, the junior third baseman, steps in here for the Spartans. And this is Dufour still on the mound. Here's the pitch. Now, whenever I have a co-host on,
Right.
the
You
question
make
and-
sing my theme song next, or what am I doing
no,
now?
I'm not going to do that. I'm not
Good.
going to.
I'm still thinking of
But
what
this
it is.
this is the time of the game where I start to think about dinner. I'm
Okay,
so
sure.
hungry.
Yeah, your stomach starts to growl a
So
little bit.
I
right?
asked my co-host, "Listen, Bert, what's for dinner tonight?"
What's for dinner? I'm thinking you might have a steak on the grill.
Well, I'm asking you what you would have.
Oh.
What-
I was trying to
I need
plant
to be
a
insp-
seed for whoever's home for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you gonna have steak? What are you?
No,
are you grilling out?
No, probably not. Not on a Tuesday evening.
Not on a Tuesday. All right.
Maybe a little leftover from last night, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. And that ball is foul. Well, I just asked the question because sometimes I get inspired by what others are having for dinner that night.
I'm going to be completely honest. I have no idea what's for dinner tonight.
This is senior
That might
Holden.
be a last-minute decision.
Senior Holden Burton-Sini fouls that one off. Fouls another one off. He's down 2 strikes. So leftovers.
Ask me that question again. What's
Leftovers.
For dinner? No, ask me that question again. What's for dinner tonight? Ask me again.
What's for dinner tonight?
Takeout.
There you go.
Reservations.
Reservations. Yeah. We have a lot of great local restaurants here in Milford. I can't give any plugs to them, though. It's against the rules, I've been told. So, but there's a lot of great local restaurants.
I know some that have been really good to us. They've, catered some of our lunch meetings and things like that as we've had groups come together, evening meetings or summer work.
All right, that's in there for ball 1 and 2 now to Holden Burton-Sini, who's putting together pretty good at bat here. Fouled off some pitches. 2 outs now for the Spartans.
Yeah, we've got some great community partners. It's great to be able to call on them.
Oh, strike 3.
Ooh, ouch.
That was right at the knees.
Ouch. That hurt.
So Dufour does a good job here against the Spartans. He retires the side. Still 8-1 as we go into the top of the 7th. Sabres on top. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Spartans. This is sophomore Trace Cody.
New pitcher.
Now I got to check my app. There's an app here that I use with Mr. Jackson. He's feeding us
Sends
the
over those changes?
Yeah,
Nice.
he does.
Nice.
He's pretty good about that. And so Jake had 6 strikeouts. He pitched for 2 innings. Jake Lammy allowed just 2 hits and 1 run. So he did a great job on the mound for the
Certainly
Spartans.
did.
And this is now Trace Cody. I don't see any other defensive changes. Oh, I'm sorry, there is a change. So basically Cody and Lammy swap. So Cody is on the mound and Jake goes to second.
Over there, yep. See him.
Everything else is the same here for the Spartans as we begin the 7th inning for the Sabres. We're going to see number 18, Nick Nowak. I believe he is pinch hitting for Nick Wilson. Things are awfully quiet over there on the softball diamond now.
All right, did they finish up over there? I wonder if they have a final score.
I still see some players on the field.
Oh, do you?
I wish I could see their scoreboard. I would give everyone updates. I'm going to assume that the Spartans are winning. That's what I'm going to say.
I like that
Yeah.
assumption.
All right, let's see what Trace Cody can do here for the Spartans. And Nick Nowak, the pinch hitter for the Sabres, steps in to start the 7th inning here
Come on, 3.
at Keys Field. That's 2 balls to Nowak. Cody trying to find his groove here. That ball in the dirt, or in the dust. And
There you go, takes the
that's
base.
a walk from Cody. So Nowak is aboard.
Good eye.
And this is Will Jocks, the left fielder for the Sabres. As Trice walks the first batter he faces here. That ball is straight back here. Heads up, everybody. Everyone's safe. And Will has got one hit in the game. His 3 at-bats here. Will Jocks for the Sabres. So you said takeout, but you haven't decided exactly what. No.
I don't know. You keep putting me on the spot here. I don't have a song. I don't have dinner plans. My goodness, I better come more prepared next time.
Next time, I need to have these questions answered, Mrs. Michaud. And that's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Jocks, the left fielder for the Sabres, with the runner Nick Nowak at first here. No outs. That ball in the dirt, blocked by O'Connell. Oh, and he retreats, going to throw to first. Ooh. So dry, the dust is kicking up a little bit here
Yeah,
at
mixed
Keys
with some
Field.
pollen. That's
Hard to see.
making it a little challenging, right?
And Cody strikes out the left fielder, Jocks, looking. Back pick attempt by Ben O'Connell over to first. Does not get the runner, but it was pretty close. So Nowak is still there. His uniform is dirty. So this is Mitch Hauser for the Sabres, and he drives one
That's a nice hit.
to deep left center field, and that ball is against the fence. And the runner comes all the way around.
Ooh,
Safe. Well, a triple for Mitch Hauser in a pinch hit attempt. Up against the fence there in deep center. That was
Some
probably
good
the
work
deepest
there.
part of the ballpark here. And as the dust settles, we have another run across the board for the Sabres, 9-1. And that throw from Shaw came in fast to O'Connell, but offline. He couldn't quite get the tag in on time. They do have one out here. The triple from Mitch Hauser. That ball foul. Conforti over to look to make the play. Well, so this is Reese Colby, the senior. Ball in the dirt. block by O'Connell to save the run there. With Hauser 90 feet away. Yeah, I need to know walk-up song. I need to know what's for dinner. I need to know all this next
Come in
time.
prepared
Yeah.
next time.
Another ball in the dirt from Cody. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Reese Colby.
Here we go. Come on. No free pass. Let's go.
That ball hit foul. Counts now 2-2. Ooh, that ball hit right to David Sixon, the right fielder, who's going to make the throw. Here comes the runner home. And
You made it. Nice
Hauser's
job.
in for the 10th run here.
Big smiles over there.
We got time here called by Coach Todd Robichaux as he goes out to talk with his team. The infield all in, the conference here. Well, we're going into, we have 2 outs here. The Spartans will have 1 more at bat to try to rally. They're going to need 9 runs. But we never give up hope, do we?
No, absolutely not.
Never do. The Spartans' bats can come alive. They've
Never
shown it in the
know.
past.
Don't underestimate a Spartan, right?
That's right. They never give up. All right, here we go. This is the next batter for the leadoff, top of the order here for the Souhegan Sabres. This is Nolan Colby. Bases are cleared. Oh, and that pitch fouled back. My cameraman Andy is still hanging with me. Enjoying the game here at Keys
Good guy
Field.
there, Andy.
Catching the action for everybody. Here's the pitch from Cody. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Nolan Colby.
Let's go 3.
A lot of movement on that pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Colby. So Tyler's a shortstop, right? Infielder
Yeah, he is.
for the Astros. Strike, even, fill the count here, 3-2. A lot of action at shortstop. Always
Yeah, I
moving.
think he likes that. Lots of fancy footwork there
Fancy.
at
Now,
shortstop.
does he play any other sports?
You know, he played some rec hockey over the years. Mostly baseball. You know, baseball's become a year-round sport, right? You think
Yeah.
about, you know, got the fall ball and winter workouts and spring ball, summer ball. We play a lot of baseball.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, you must enjoy it then.
Yeah, he does. He's a pretty active kid. He likes, you know, he likes being out on the baseball field. But like I said, you know, he's got longboarding now too.
Well, what if you can combine the 2 things, baseball and longboarding? I don't know. Well, that's a walk from Cody as the Nolan Colby, the shortstop, is aboard now with 2 outs.
Let's not give him any ideas. That sounds like an accident waiting to happen.
Oh, swing. That's 2 strikes now. This is Keegan Burke, the second baseman for the Sabres here.
Nice stop there, Ben.
1-2 now, the count. Cody checks the runner at first. Yeah, that ball flied. That could be trouble. Reed comes in to make the play.
Let's go, guys. Get it in. There it is.
Yep.
Nice.
That was a tough spot.
Yep.
And dropped in there for a base hit. So we have runners now at the corner. And this is Riley Carr. Riley Carr is at third, and there's a strikeout and a run scored for the Souhegan Sabres. That's fouled straight back. So there's no school on Monday in observance of Memorial Day.
That's right. Nice long weekend.
So the students will have a short week next week.
Yeah, lots of year-end events, right?
Yeah, and graduation at the high school is scheduled for June 12th.
Yes, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Last day of school for our students is June 15th.
Yes.
Oh, that ball hit right up the middle, and that'll score another run for the Sabres. Sabres are relentless here. And this is Dylan Dufour. Dylan has been on the mound for the Sabres. He has 3 hits in the game and has knocked in 3 runs for the Sabres.
He's having a good night.
Yep. We have runners at first and second now here. Ball fouled. So school year wrapping up. Baseball season for the Spartans wrapping up. But we're getting ready for the next year, aren't we? We're excited.
we are.
Yeah.
We are. We got so many good things on the horizon.
Oh, that ball hit to right field. Sixton back pedals and makes the catch for the 3rd out. Great play by the senior right fielder. As that ball was hit hard by Dufour.
Good work,
All right,
boys. Good work.
this is it. We're gonna transition here to the bottom of the 7th. The score is now 11-1. The Sabres on top. So we really need to get those bats. The Spartans have only had 1 hit in the game.
All right, well,
Think
maybe
it's good.
a few additional runs here. Be nice. How about you, Mr. O'Connell? Some summer plans for you?
Well,
Vacationing with your
yeah,
family?
we will. Of course, so things will be busy at the Jock School.
Absolutely.
You know, we have
Our Title I summer program.
summer
right?
program. Our Title I summer program will be going full force, and our kindergarten blast off will be happening in August. So But yeah, I will be getting away. Is that what you're asking? If I'm getting
Yeah,
away at all?
right,
Oh,
yeah. I know
now
you're going to be
that-
working
now-
hard.
now-
I know. That I know. But how about a little bit of vacation?
Well, yeah, we have our annual trips up to Maine,
Nice.
Winter Harbor, which is nice. And that's a real getaway. It's a long drive. It's like 5 hours, 5.5 hours.
Yep.
Now that the kids are older, it's not as bad. But when they were younger, it was a tough ride
Yep.
for everyone. But we're fortunate to have a place that we can get away that the family shares, and we do
Nice.
that.
Where did you say that was?
Winter Harbor,
Winter Harbor,
Maine.
okay.
Yeah, it's not far from. Well, here's Bar Harbor is 3 miles away, but it's across Frenchman's Bay, so you have to paddle, kayak,
you?
or swim. I'm
Okay.
not swimming that, but it's across Frenchman's Bay. But to get there to Bar Harbor, it's like a 45, 50-minute drive because you got to go up and around the bay to get there. So we'll get that trip in this summer. We get away to Vermont, Lake Elmore as well, a couple weekends.
Oh, gosh. Camped there when I was a kid.
Did you really?
Yeah,
You know
loved
Lake
it out
Elmore?
there.
No
Love it. Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Lake Elmore.
No, it's the beauty spot of Vermont. That's
Oh,
what
it's
they call
gorgeous,
it.
Yes.
There's a nice little Mount Elmore right there. All right, this is Colin Williams pinch hitting now for the Spartans. Colin's a sophomore. That ball's in the dirt.
We used to go to Lake Elmore Campground every year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Went out there actually just a couple of years ago, and boy, perspective changes from when you're a kid, right?
Well, I'm sure it's changed maybe a little bit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no, yeah.
Same spot.
The layout though of the campground was, fairly familiar, but
Did you go there with the family?
yeah, no, a friend of mine, we were out there, and
Huh?
I said, let's swing by. I remember going there when I was a kid, and
It's a nice spot. They have the
Yeah.
beach right there on the lake, and then there's lots of campsites. And
what was it? Cabot Cheese is out there. I remember making an annual stop there
Oh,
as
yeah,
a kid.
yeah.
And Ben and Jerry's,
Ben
of
and
course, you got to
Jerry's.
stop at their factory and
course.
do the tour and get the samples, of course.
that's right. It's nice up there in Vermont.
Mm-hmm.
That's now 3 balls, 1 strike to Colin Williams. Sorry, 2-1 to Colin Williams.
I got a good friend that has a family home on the southern tip of Nova Scotia.
Oh,
And our fingers are crossed that we can take a trip out there this summer, but the border's been closed.
right.
So we won't know anything again until I think they're going to reassess again June 21st, maybe.
Oh.
But they keep prolonging that closure.
And Williams down swinging for the first out here, bottom of the 7th. And so we have another pinch hitter here for the Spartans. This is Chris Bedard, sophomore for the Spartans, getting an opportunity here to start things up maybe for his team. I like this walk-up song.
right.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember the band. Maybe you know. There's a fly ball. Just foul.
Oh, just foul, yep. Come on,
Yep.
1-5, try it again.
That's funny. I didn't know that. You are familiar with Lake Elmore. We do a lot of trips up there. There's one from Bedard. That one's gonna. After center fielder was hustling there. That was Reese Colby, the senior, out there in center field, who robs Chris Bedard of a hit.
1-2.
This is the. And this is the last. Well, the Spartans are down to their last out here.
That's
2
it.
outs
This
here.
is it. Come on.
And this is Isaiah Lunderville for the Spartans, getting a chance here.
It's a lot of pressure for Mr. Lunderville up there.
Yeah.
Come on, 1.
One ball, 1 strike now to Isaiah.
Well, this was a pleasure, Mr. O'Connell. Thank you so much for having me out here
Well,
today.
I'm glad you could join me.
I'm looking forward to many more opportunities to get out and see our players and see our students and families as my role of interim superintendent.
Well, you're always welcome here.
Thank you, thank you.
Just come prepared.
I know,
with
yeah,
answers.
next time I got to have answers to questions, but you know what's going to happen. You're going to ask me a whole different set of questions, and I'm going to be
Gotta
prepared for the wrong ones.
keep you on your toes.
I'm going to have studied for the wrong set of questions.
Well, that'll do it from Keys Field here today as the Spartans take a loss to the Souhegan Sabres, both teams saluting each other from across the diamond.
Yeah, way to go, teams.
Final score here, 11-1. So the Spartans will look to travel on Friday away to Souhegan, maybe with a little redemption, hopefully.
Nice job, Mr. O'Connell. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Michaud. It was a pleasure. And that, everyone, again, that was our interim superintendent, Christy Michaud, joining us here from Keys Field for Spartans baseball. Thank you all for tuning in, and have a great evening.